BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. www.biomedrx.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of JobSite Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the JobSite Route Network. Yes, good evening. Thank you. How's everybody doing? Just trying to share a little bit of information with you at the end of the year. Hope everybody's having a nice evening. Hope everybody's getting into the holiday spirit, right? Christmas or whatever your holiday may be. I'm just chilling
and I'm finishing up the wrapping up, closing the BiomedRx Health Center. Now, this is an interesting time because it is the end of the year, and so therefore, it's Christmas, so it's the season for giving, right? It's the season for giving, and it's the season for liquidation, evidently. But it feels really good. Now, I was just discussing with my son how when I started the BiomedRx Health Center, I started the BiomedRx Health Center for the purpose of helping my son overcome the symptoms known as autism or the autism spectrum. And because of that, it was a labor of love, right? I was able to not only recover my son from autism, but also help many other children who were on the spectrum or who also had ADD, ADHD, or any number of conditions. And I was able to help veterans as well. I was able to help veterans and older people. I had Dick Gregory as a client. I was very fortunate in that experience. And to be perfectly honest, it was a very, very good experience. It was a very loving experience. And a lot of blessings came my way as part of living in Ire, as they say, living in that particular mode. And I had more than enough money. I sprouted business after business throughout that period. I'm talking about the last 8 years or so. BiomedRx Health Center. I was always operating the main corporation of BiomedRx Incorporated all the while, and that has also been my primary source of income as it is till this day. However, I was able to launch the supplements that you see over here behind me, and the CBD oil, and all of the other things that that make it really cool to run BiomedRx. But the thing that really made it most gratifying to me, and I always stress this in my videos, is that I was helping people. And that is a very, very good thing. First and foremost, I was helping my own son, because that was my selfish motivation for having opened the health center in the first place. But then I was able to help many other children and other people, and it really made it very fulfilling, right? It gave me the perfect balance of self-efficacy and self-worth, right? Perfect balance to boast for self-esteem. And as I was just discussing with my son, I knew that because of the circumstances that I was going to be relinquishing the health center, but I made the choice intentionally. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I did try to sell a lot of stuff for a while, but I think it's more important to give, especially at times right now where the economy is so bad. And that put me back in touch with my soul, to be perfectly honest with you. That put me back in touch with my original motivation for opening the BiomedRx Health Center in the first place. And I won't lie about that. And what is it that I'm trying to express to you? The feeling that I get in doing that, I made it up, okay? I called it Giveness, right? I call it Giveness, okay? Go ahead on and hit the like and share and all the rest of that. Comment and all the rest of that. Hit the bell for notifications. I call it Giveness. I know that's not a word, because when you type it in, you get the spell checker little red underline. So it's not a word. I call it Giveness. I call it Giveness because keeping your heart full, feeling the fullness of having everything, having your needs met. Yep, this is my son Kai Kai, man. How you feeling, son?
I'm feeling great. Thanks.
You are feeling great? I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yes.
I am glad to hear that. Look at how tall my son is. I am so proud of him. I'm trying not to give you an angle where you can see his little skivvies. I am so proud of my boy. So Giveness. So I want to maintain that, right? Throughout this transition. I want to maintain that fullness of heart, of my heart, right? I want to maintain the fullness of my spirit. I want to maintain being me, basically. Feeling at one with the world, feeling at one with God, feeling like you're operating within the will of God. And I like that, right? I like that. Actually, I need it. I need it because I've been living in the path of Ire for so long that when I swerve toward EB, I feel it. And EB is loss of that Ire connection. Okay, we'll discuss what all of that means at another time. But when you're living in that balance, you want to maintain that sense of giveness. Because I'm going to tell you right now, what brought me to the realization of what I'm saying is the fact that I have been relinquishing all of the wealth that I acquired in the formation, in the creation and building of the BiomedRx Health Center. I really have. And I haven't been selling it. I've been giving it away. And these are things that, from a business standpoint, are, they've long outlived justifiable, what do you call that? Amortization, right? Amortization. Justifiable amortization. In other words, I've enjoyed them for 8 years, and it's brought a lot of good to me and a lot of good to a lot of other people, mainly my clients, but other people too, the families of my clients and their friends and their loved ones. And I thank you all right now for giving me the opportunity to help you, for giving me the opportunity to be there for you. And I'm going to continue with that sense of giveness because I'm going to continue life coaching and health coaching. And I'm going to go live on this channel to do it. And I recommend that everybody go out and subscribe to Devin Lockett. Well, don't subscribe, just bookmark DevinLockett.tv. You'll find the embedded frames for all of my channels. So all you got to do is go to DevinLockett.tv and you can see me if I'm live on any of my channels, including Devin Lockett Voodoo Child, Devin Lockett Reactions, or BiomedRx TV. I'll put them, they're all embedded on DevinLockett.tv. Right? But I digress. To maintain that sense of giveness, to maintain that sense of generosity to the soul, generosity of the soul, that also happens to produce abundant wealth, because it does. It does. It's a balance. It's a balance, and you begin to live a life of abundance, because by giving, you are proving to yourself and to the universe that you have, and that you have more than enough, that you have more than what you need. You have enough to provide to the world, that you are among the wealthy in the world. You are among the rich. And if you have a heart that's open enough and big enough to actually bless other people in the world with the things that you were blessed to have, without asking anything in return, just say, hey, Godspeed, right? And I hope it serves you as well as it served me. And it's a high quality item, and I don't want to give it up to leave it at the trash. I would rather carefully place it into the hands of someone that's going to provide it with a loving home, as I have. And I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this process because this is getting me back in touch with who I am, right? This is actually on a spiritual level. I'm feeling it at a connection level, because how else would I liquidate the BiomedRx Health Center, which was a center that I used to bless so many other human beings? How else but to bless them with the center itself? Now, of course, I'm bringing home my inversion table. I brought home my computers and my flat screens and everything. I'm not absolutely stupid. But all of my technology is here with me because it's going to carry on in my home office. But, the big cumbersome things that would be too costly for me to put in storage, because I just don't want to. I don't want to. I really, storage is
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. BiomedRx Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at BiomedRxSupplements.com.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I like being interrupted by that guy, kind of a dweeb. Anyway, so back on the track, right? Because you want to maintain this feeling of giving. You want to maintain this feeling of gratitude. You want to maintain an attitude of gratitude. Because if you are grateful to God, if you are grateful to the universe, however you want, the source, however you want to describe this energy, the force, if you are grateful to all that is, all of Uresheshe, right? If you are grateful to all that is, okay, then you're going to realize that you're living a life of abundance. You have more than what you need. And you show that and you demonstrate that to yourself by giving. And the best part about building businesses from scratch, building businesses with nothing and with no help, and fighting all of the battles and going through all of the struggles and saving all of the dollars and doing all of the work yourself, is that you know you can do it again. You're not worried because you weren't relying upon help from anyone else in building your enterprise. So it's always right here. It's always up here. It's always right here. No one can take it away from you. And it's always right here in your heart. And so therefore you can reestablish in any situation that you can notice, as with the keen eye of an entrepreneur, that there is opportunity there. And until then, you can sit back and prep and relax and do all of the other things. But in the meantime, accept that spiritual evolution, because this feeling of giveness naturally extends into what we call forgiveness. That's why I made up the silly word giveness in the first place. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. I want everyone to know, everyone in my life, and I'm not going to name anyone, but you all know who you are. I forgive you. I forgive you very sincerely. I forgive you. Because you have to relinquish, right? You have to relinquish even when you have been wronged. Excuse me. Because wrong does not mean the same. Even when you have been wronged, even when you were in the right, even when you were the victim, even when you were treated like shit by an asshole, okay? Forgive and lighten your load, lighten your heart, lighten your life. Just lighten it up. Forgive, okay? Because life is too short not to. And if you really think about it and circumspect, right? Everything in your life would be better, would be all right, would be wonderful if you could just forgive. And it's not even a matter of learning to forgive, okay? It's a simple matter of putting yourself empathetically into the shoes of another. And that's not hard to do. It's not hard to imagine what someone else is feeling. If you're into film like I am, then you understand the difference between a well-written film and a film that has rudimentary characters in it, right? Like The Color Purple, for example, right? You know, there was no backstory that gave any justification for how Mr. was and how Mr. came to be and what, his character, what brought him to think and act and be the way he was, okay? But, he was just simply bad because he was intrinsically bad, and so therefore let's push this narrative and this stereotype into the world, into America, and into Black America that this is just par for the course. It is just disgusting. And so when you can understand it from that perspective, right? If you're going to write a movie, if you're going to write a script, understand that every person thinks of themselves as the good guy, and you have the ability to show a little bit of character depth, and show that each person who may even be the antagonist in the story is also motivated by what they perceive as good, as goodness. And if you can do that, for imaginary characters in the story, then you can definitely do that for the people in your life. Okay? You can definitely put yourself in their shoes, hit the like button, subscribe, and all the rest of that good stuff. You can definitely do the same thing for them. And sit back and forgive. Okay? Forgive in your heart. Let the opportunity to forgive in person occur when it occurs, if it needs to. That's why I'm glad I have this channel, right? Because I forgive you, and you know who you are, and I forgive you. I forgive you all. Okay? God bless you. And I wouldn't say that trivially, right? I wouldn't lie to you about that. So I just wanted to pass that word. I'm going to check and see my levels. I hope I'm coming through. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. My new look is cool, but my salt and pepper is very salty. I like it, though. I really like it. So you're going to see a lot more of me here on this channel, and I'm going to put up my page concerning life coaching tomorrow or sometime throughout the holidays. I really appreciate you joining me here, and I really appreciate your support on the channel. Don't forget to bookmark devinlockett.com and devinlockett.tv, as well as biomedrx.tv, and subscribe not only to this channel but also to BiomedRx.tv and to all of the Devin Lockett channels. And I really appreciate you guys. I want you guys to have a great weekend and a merry, merry Christmas. Okay? Stay kind, stay blessed, stay healthy, and happy holidays. Peace.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.